Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMom, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMom podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMom Secrets podcast. Hello, welcome to the KetoMom page. My name is Stephanie. Happy Sunday if you're tuning in live. Where are you tuning in from? I'm tuning in from Cancun, Mexico. It is our last full day here. We've had an absolutely incredible time, from having fun to connecting with our team and friendships and business talk and friend talk and food and more fun. And husband talk, of course. All husband talk. All right, so I actually had a thought that I wanted to share with you today. We had a really great conversation with our CEO this morning, and I wanted to share it with you. And so as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? If I were to give you a really quick keto tip before I share with you my favorite conversation this morning, the quick keto tip is this: if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I like to treat Sundays, or whatever day works for you, as a day to prepare so that you dominate your week, so that you don't find yourself sabotaging yourself through the drive-thru because you didn't plan your meals, or skipping the gym because you didn't have clean shorts to go to the gym. Like, whatever it is, no excuses. Plan your week so that you find yourself achieving those goals, and then you will have success. So if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I am enjoying my trip. Thank you. Okay, so here's the thought for today. I'm actually going to shake up ketones because I have been wanting some this morning. I guess it's afternoon. If you've never tried ketones, here's what I'm actually going to shake up. So I feel like my voice is a little hoarse, and I was like, why does my voice sound raspy? It's probably because I was screaming a majority of Saturday on zip lines, in the water, on water slides, in the mud. I think I screamed for 10 hours. And so I was like, why is my voice so raspy? That's probably why. I was screaming on all of the fun. But I am going to shake up ketones as we're chatting. If you've never tried them, it's incredible. We've heard so many amazing stories here. This is part of the reason why we're here. Some of you said your favorite. Yes, I love that. Lynn says she has watermelon sweets. She's shaking up. If you were a ketone drinker, what was your flavor today? And it's fun because people keep saying, why are you in Cancun? Are you on a honeymoon or like an anniversary trip? Honeymoon 19 years later. Anniversary trip, like, what are you doing? And I said, well, we're here because we are a part of a company called Prove It. We drink ketones. We share ketones. We've created an incredible business. We've created friendships where we learn and we grow together. And one of those things we get to do together is to come to Cancun. So started with this, turned into an incredible friendship, business, leadership, growth, and so much more. So it's been really, really fun. If you've never tried ketones, I was just chatting with a girl in the bathroom. Listen, I will talk to anybody, anywhere. And we jokingly started chatting about, you want to know something interesting about Cancun, Mexico? And it could be different everywhere you go. But here specifically on the resort that we're at, they do things with excellence. Like, they don't skip out on little things. Every single person that we've met that works here smiles. They go out of their way to serve you, which is a key to something I'm going to talk to you about in just a second. They greet you. They're just happy. And then everything they do is even above and beyond. And I was like, they run this place with excellence. And her and I were talking about the towels that we have to dry our hands off with versus a paper towel. And it just seems so fancy. Anyways, we connected and I friended her on Facebook, and she was like, what are ketones? She asked me what I do. And I just said this: do you know what the keto diet is? And she's like, yes. And I said, have you ever heard that you can drink ketones? And she said, no. And I said, well, here's the deal. You don't have to be doing the keto diet, but you can drink ketones. It's going to help you with your energy. It's going to help you with your fat loss. Most people want to lose some weight. It's going to help you with your turn on your brain. Like, I will tell you this, we got to sit, it might have been yesterday. Some of my days are getting jumbled together, and Dr. Ryan Lowry is here. He's one of the doctors that I share often with you if you want to learn about ketones. He's one of the doctors that I will say, hey, watch this video. And he came and he shared with us even more research and what they're seeing out as they're researching ketones. So when he talks about muscle preservation and longevity and aging well, he talked about all of these things with the brain. I said, I think that's amazing, right? And this lady was like, does it help with fat loss? 100%. I said, what's so cool is this will help you with your appetite. This will help you with your energy. This will help you with your cravings. Let's get you feeling healthy. It's a tool to help you on your journey. And I said, it turns on your brain. It helps you with your muscles. It helps with longevity. Like, the benefits are incredible. Let's get you the benefits and the success that you want. And you're going to realize, like, oh my goodness, these are incredible for so many different reasons. And then you're going to go, Stephanie, why are you in Cancun with all those people? And that's another whole conversation about the opportunity and the business. And so if you've been here for a while and you've never tried ketones, post ketones below. I would love to chat with you more about it. If you've been watching for a while, you love ketones and you want to know more about the opportunity and the friendships and the leadership and the growth and income opportunities, post opportunity and down below. And I'd love to chat with you more. So, okay. We're gonna drink some ketones because my throat is a little, and then I do have a thought for you, and it was really, it's around the excellence here. It's around the people that are serving us. If you have questions, I see some people asking questions. Ask your questions below because I'm missing them, and I will come back and send you a message. All right, the conversation that my husband and I had with our CEO this morning is we went up, had a conversation around breakfast, and we were talking about showing up with an attitude. And the question I have for you is this, like, what attitude do you show up for yourself, for your family, or for your workspace every day? Like, how did you wake up this morning? What kind of attitude did you have? Did you have an attitude of like, or an attitude of joy? Like, did you have an attitude of, I don't want to do that, somebody else can do that? Or an attitude of like, I can be the servant, I can see a need, I'm gonna fill that need. And so we were talking about how, our goals as parents, he's got 2 sons that were here with him. And I said, the server came in, I was gonna say waiter, came in and he was bringing breakfast and we were helping move some things, which we had a conversation about what it means to have a servant's heart. What does it look like to have an attitude that you show up for life, whatever your life looks like, whoever's in your life, not only to bring joy, but to serve? What does that look like for you? And so he shared a story, which I thought was incredible. And he said, did you hear the story of Taylor Swift? And I said, no, I didn't. I haven't heard that story. And he said, it was cycling around social media. Maybe you've heard the story, but he said somebody within the realm of cleaning this, she was at a sporting event. I don't know if it was football or basketball. I don't know where she was, baseball. And everybody had left she was sitting in one of the clubhouses. Is that right? Is it a clubhouse? Yeah. Like a box? She was sitting in like a suite, Taylor Swift. And everybody left except for the people that were there to clean it, right? So think about if you're sitting in a box with people all day and there's food and wrappers and plates, and oftentimes when you're being served food or you're at a restaurant or let's say you're at a resort, sometimes we can have this mindset that the people that are here working for us will clean it up, right? Like, oh, they'll get it. The garbage man will pick up the garbage that fell on the ground. The person that's responsible for cleaning the carts will pick up all the garbage around the cart area at the grocery store. The people that were cleaning the box would pick up the mess, but somebody saw Taylor Swift go through that box, go through that suite she was sitting in, and pick up the garbage and throw it away. And somebody said, well, isn't that their responsibility? And I'm just paraphrasing what I was told. Isn't that their responsibility? Like, hey, somebody else has got that. And she goes, no, somebody else is hired to clean this place, but not to pick up after me. And I heard that and he goes, hey, I'm teaching my kids to pick up after themselves, to see things that need to be done and do it, to be a servant, to show up to their day with an attitude of not like, do everything for me, but who can I serve? How can I bring joy? Where can I do something that if nobody says good job, it's okay because I served somebody else by doing it. I think I've shared this story on here before, but if I have, great. If I haven't, you're going to hear it right now. And one of our youth leaders at our church shared this with all of the youth the other day, and it was around serving. And he said, all of these men go to the bathroom. This might sound gross, but listen, he goes, he was standing at the urinal and he looked in the urinal and there was gum. So like if there's men on here, don't spit your gum in the urinal. You can't get it out. And he said for a split second, he's like, that's disgusting. Who would do that? And he's like, well, the janitor will clean that out. That's his job. So he said on his way out of the bathroom, he thought, wait, it shouldn't be the janitor's responsibility. Like the janitor's here to clean the bathroom, but he didn't come in the bathroom hoping there was gum in the urinal because the gum shouldn't be in the urinal. He's like, I am just as capable of cleaning that out. It's not his responsibility. He goes, I saw it and I can do that for him. Even if he never told the story and that person never saw him do it, he's fully capable of cleaning that gum out of the urinal. So he said he wrapped his hand with paper towels, stuck his hand in the urinal, cleaned out the gum. And he told the kids a whole bunch of stories of, I'm sure this has happened to you. Have you ever walked, from your car to the grocery store and you see garbage on the floor, on the ground, and you're like, it's not my responsibility. That's not my pop bottle. It's thoughts that pop into your head. Gross. It's full of mud, right? Because in your head, you're like, it's somebody else's job. Just like Taylor Swift could have easily said, I'm just going to leave this trashy mess because it's somebody else's job. But she, in her mind, was like, no, I'm responsible. I can help. I'm going to go clean it up. I'm going to be a servant. Or the youth leader was like, you know what? The janitor doesn't need to come in here and clean up this gum. I can do it. Or for example, like we were on a walk the other day, and I don't say this, it was recycle day. Somebody's recycle bin had tipped over. All of the recycle was in the space. It was all just kind of around the recycle box. And we walked by on our morning walk and I saw it, and for a split second I thought the garbage man will get it. It was wet. It just had rained that night. And I thought to myself, the garbage man will get it. And we were about a block ahead and I went, oh, I thought about the man that took the gum out of the urinal and I was like, but I can do it. The garbage man's job isn't to go pick up all the garbage off your yard. His job is to come and put the recycle from the box into the truck and the garbage into the garbage truck. So I walked back, picked it all up. Not a big deal. So it was just a conversation that we had, and I wanted to share it with you. I think those stories are impactful. And I think that if we can wake up or we can show up to work or in our home life or with our kids or our marriage or our family or our friends with an attitude of, not everybody's here to serve me, but how can I serve you? Or how can I serve the person that's serving me? Do they just need a thank you? How are you tipping people? Or are you smiling and acknowledging people? Or, are we waiting for somebody to ask us to do something we know we can do? Are we just going to raise our hand and go, I can help you. Hey, I can serve you. I think oftentimes it's easy to just sit back and wait for other people to do the hard things or to do the gross things or to do the inconvenient things when you're fully capable of doing it if you see it. It comes with awareness. It comes with a servant's heart. It comes with the attitude that you show up in life. Because just so you know, if your goal is to be, if you have kids, I just think about we often will tell our kids to do things, but how do kids actually learn? They watch you. And so I just think, why would you not want to show up to be the best version of you with a servant's heart and look for places you can serve people? That was our conversation this morning. And I love the Taylor Swift story. I always love sharing the conversation of the story from the youth pastor taking out the gum out of the urinal, because I see that. I hear that story in my head every time I see garbage on the floor, every time I see something that I can do that might be inconvenient or might be disgusting, but I can do it. I see it. There's no reason to leave trash on the floor. I can pick it up. And so, or not just that, but anything. And so on this amazing Sunday,
I just wanted to give you that story, to give you a couple of those stories for you to think about it, to give you an awareness of where you can serve others. I would encourage you, if you have kids, to share those stories with your kids. Our girls are seeing things that can be done that they can step up and do because of the urinal story. They're like, that man did that, I can do that. So they're picking up garbage off the ground and throwing it away, right? Like, none of us are too good to serve somebody else. And so I hope you have an incredible day. Thank you guys. I don't know, it was moving a little fast, so I don't know all the things that you're saying, but I would love it if you would share this. I would love it if you would press the share button, because sharing is caring. I would love it if you would tag one of your best friends below and go, hey, join the KetoMom community. It's not just about keto or ketones. I like to share about mindset and anything that can help you in your life. If you've never tried ketones, post ketones below. They're my mom fuel, not just for moms. But I will tell you, a lot of moms are benefiting from ketones. It's giving them the energy to keep up with their kids. It's helping them lose the last little bit of baby weight. It's helping with the appetite and the cravings and so much more. I want to help you on your journey, whatever it is, wherever you're going, whatever questions you have. I'd love for you to ask below, send me a message. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and cheers to a super amazing week coming up. We'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye, everybody.